What's up, Richard? Timmers here. Since Scarlett Johansson is in the new Jurassic World film, Rebirth, which by the way, became a one of the highest grossing films this week, and now Scarlett Johansson is in like the one of the few actresses who's now in about not one but four highest grossing movies of all time. So good on her. I mean, I've always liked Scarlett Johansson. I've always been a fan of this actress. Going way back to like Ghostworld, Lost in Translation. Like, who doesn't love Scarlett, right? So here is my official top 10 favorite Scarlett Johansson movies of all time. All right, number 10 is of course her voice here, but I kid you not, her voice in this is so good. Lots of people really think she could have gotten an Oscar nomination for it, and that is the movie Her. Now, it's about like a lonely writer who forms a connection with an AI operating system, exploring love and identity in a futuristic world. And Scarlett Johansson voices Samantha, who I believe she was actually supposed to be voiced by Samantha Morton at one time. But she is very, her like voice is very warm here. Really plays the part well. Her voice is a very standout performance here. Great. I mean, even though it's like just a her voice here, her chemistry with Joaquin Phoenix's Theodore is still really good. Spike Jonze directed this, great job there. So really good film. If you guys ever seen that? All right, coming in at number 9 is probably one of the most underappreciated comedies in the past number of years, and that is a film, Rough Night. If you guys never seen Rough Night, do yourself a favor, give it a go. It's more like a bachelorette party spirals into a chaos when a group of friends accidentally kill a dancer, and she's really great. Like, of course, her chemistry with the likes of Kate McKinnon, Julian Bell, Zoe Kravitz, Alana Glazer. I mean, Scarlett Johansson doesn't do as much comedy as you expect, but she actually does a great job here. Definitely really makes me want to see her do more comedy, really, but she's always amazing. If you guys never seen Rough Night, do yourself a favor, give it a go. It's a really underappreciated comedy, in my opinion. Alright. Coming in at number 8 is Hitchcock. Now, she doesn't really have much to do here, but she does play the role of Janet Leigh. And of course, obviously the actress from the original Psycho, and also she's playing Jamie Lee Curtis's mother, really. And Hitchcock is really great. Explores like Alfred Hitchcock's struggle to make Psycho, focusing on his creative process and relationship with his wife Elma. Of course, you have Anthony Hopkins. The scenes, of course, like where this the shower scene that they actually do capture here was pretty cool to check out. I mean, if you guys never really seen Hitchcock, it's a really wonderful film, in my opinion. And also you had like Jessica Biel was in this, some really decent cast members. Alright, coming in at number 7 is Jojo Rabbit. Of course, one of the films that actually got Scarlett Johansson an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress. And Scarlett Johansson, of course, plays the entire character's mother, and she delivers like a heartfelt Oscar-nominated performance here. It is a really great performance. Really had great, mother and son bonding with the lead actor Roman Griffin Davis. Of course, directed by Taika Waititi, did a great job. Really wonderful performance there. All right. Coming in at number 6 is The Nanny Diaries. Now, The Nanny Diaries, of course, stars Scarlett Johansson as his college grad who becomes a nanny for a wealthy Manhattan family, navigating their dysfunctional while finding her own path. Nanny Diaries is a very underrated, low appreciated film. Of course, you also had like Laura Linney, Alicia Keys, Chris Evans, obviously before like Scarlett Johansson and Chris Evans were both in the MCU together, they have actually had worked together beforehand, like The Nanny Diaries, The Perfect Score. So they've done stuff before the MCU came. But yeah, The Nanny Diaries is not really a great film, but it definitely is like very charming to check out. Scarlett and Chris Evans are great in this. Really good little film if you guys haven't seen that. All right, coming in at number 5 is Lucy. Now, Lucy, of course, stars Scarlett Johansson as a woman who accidentally gains superhuman abilities after a drug unlocks her brain potential here. You also have like Morgan Freeman. Scarlett Johansson really kicks a lot of behind in this. She's transitioned from like a victim to godlike figure. She is like she definitely shows like her action chops perfectly, which obviously we've seen that with the MCU, but this is of course like her lead action type film, and she is amazing this year. All right, coming in at number 4 is Ghostworld. Now, of course, Ghostworld was I can say was actually the breakout role of Scarlett Johansson, where two teen outcasts drift apart from their high school, grappling with adulthood and their quirky connections to a lonely collector. You also had the late Brad Renfro, Steve Buscemi. Scarlett's like early role really shows her ability to shine, and her chemistry with Dora Birch is great. Really wonderful film here. And it's also from the same director of Bad Santa, by the way. So, and it's based on a comic book too. So, I guess you could say this was actually her first comic book role before like the MCU kicked in. So all right. Coming in at number 3 is another film that actually scored Scarlett Johansson an Oscar nomination, and that is Marriage Story. Marriage Story is an excellent little film. Of course, like where a dear director and his wife navigate painful divorce here. It's excellent. The dialogue that Scarlett Johansson, like some of her powerful scenes, like a heated argument with Driver, really showcases her dramatic range. She was actually nominated not once but twice in the same year for both this and Jojo Rabbit. One of the rare times like actors got nominated twice in the same year. But yeah, Marriage Story is really excellent, worth giving a go. All right, coming in at number 2 is obviously I was gonna add like either one or whatever, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna put down the Avengers movies, all of them. I could have also done like maybe Black Widow. I could have done probably. I didn't want to like flood my list with the MCU because she has actually done other stuff, other great stuff outside the MCU. But I decided to add the ones that she's made known for, and that is the Avengers films. Like Black Widow actually wasn't so bad, but I feel like Lawrence Pugh actually stole that movie more than Scarlett Johansson did. But obviously, of course, her standout moment, especially in like Infinity War, and spoiler, especially she ended up dying in Infinity War, which is so insane to believe they actually killed Black Widow off. Who knows if we're ever gonna see Black Widow again? But man, Johansson embodies this role perfectly, going all the way back to Iron Man 2. She's been playing this role since 2010, and she is just incredible in all the Avengers films. And starting all the way back to 2012's Avengers, obviously Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and all. Should think of it. Crazy to believe that like Emily Blunt, Jessica Biel was in talks to play the Black Widow role, but no, it was Scarlett Johansson who got the role, and perfect there because she embodies the role perfectly. And my number 1 favorite Scarlett Johansson film of all time is Lost in Translation. I feel like this is actually the movie that really should have got her more Oscar love. But anyway, Lost in Translation, of course, directed by Sofia Coppola, starring Bill Murray, Giovanni Ribisi, Anna Faris. It's of course where like a fading movie star, Bob Harris, and a young woman, Charlotte, form an unexpected bond in Tokyo, navigating like loneliness, cultural disconnection. Scarlett Johansson's character is like delivers nuance, capturing a young woman's essential drift here. Her chemistry with Bill Murray is great. It has nice humor to it. Great cinematography, like the neon lights is great. Lost in Translation is an excellent one. It of course it got nominated for Best Picture, but obviously it lost out to Lord of the Rings, so there's that. But yeah, Lost in Translation is definitely well worth a watch. But here is, of course, my quick rundown. Number 10, Her. 9, Rough Night. 8, Hitchcock. 7, Jojo Rabbit. 6, The Nanny Diaries. 5, Lucy. 4, Ghostworld. 3, Marriage Story. 2, The Avengers films. And number one is Lost in Translation. Now, there's loads of other ones I probably could have added. Definitely not North. That's pretty terrible. Manny and Low, which is like one of her other breakout roles. Who remembers that she was in Home Alone 3? I bet a lot of people forgot that. The Horse Whisperer. Eight-Legged Freaks. Who remembers Eight-Legged Freaks? Come on. The Perfect Score. A Love Song for Bobby Long with John Travolta. I Always Keep Forgetting She's in SpongeBob the movie. Match Point. Scoop. The Island. I was not a fan of The Island, actually. The Black Dollar. The Prestige. Definitely Not the Spirit. Chef. Hail Caesar. If I was to do like my top 10 favorite like Scarlett Johansson characters, Ka from Jungle Book and Ash from Sing would definitely be in that top tier list. But I mean, Sing and Jungle Book are good, but I would not really favorite films of hers. But so let me let you guys. Oh, definitely not Ghost in the Shell, by the way. That's probably her worst film in my opinion. But let me let you guys. What are some of your favorite Scarlett Johansson films? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy.